Hello everyone, I'll be presenting my geological field trip guide of Tungpingchao Island. I chose to present the geologic field trip of Tungpingchao Island because I had got the opportunity to visit the island in 2019 as we stayed for 2 days camping, hiking, swimming in the island. The island has a history connected with Opium Wars and Second World War, where Gorkha soldiers battalion were deployed by British. So here is the map of Tongping Chao Island. If we look at the map of the island is of a crescent shape, and the highest point is only 37 meters in the island, which is why it is relatively flat. Tung Ping Chau is one of the most distinct islands of Hong Kong, which lies in the northern eastern part of Hong Kong, which is very close to Guangdong province of mainland China. Tung Ping Chau Island is also known as Ping Chau Island. Ping Chau meaning flat in Chinese. Albeit the island isn't so flat, but when compared to other islands of Hong Kong, it is relatively flat. The island also has a unique shape, as mentioned earlier. It has a shape of kidney bean. The island is mostly made up of sedimentary rock, including siltstone, dolomitic siltstone, mudstone, and chert. This type of rock are abundant in the island. The island is also one of the geopark and marine park of Hong Kong, while it is also a UNESCO global geopark. The geological timeline. The geological timeline of Tungping Chao is quite debatable, as no concrete theory based on proper evidence have been released till now. But based on available research, data, articles that I went through, I am about to present the geological timeline and setting of Tungping Chao Island in brief. After a series of major volcanoes erupted during the Jurassic period, most of the Hong Kong was formed of extrusive igneous rock. Following a series of volcanic activity, a basin was formed in the northeast with deposition in a brackish lake which produced the siltstone and chert of Tungping Chao that have been dated from the early Paleogene period. Research conducted on fossils, rock properties, regional geophysics, climatic changes have concluded that the formation of the island is the product of sedimentation, which took place in early Tertiary, assigning the formation on late Jurassic age. Like as I mentioned before, the lack of index fossils make its determination less accurate about the formation of Tongping Chao. The Tungping Chao Formation is considered as the youngest known rock unit in Hong Kong, having a minimum thickness of 450 meters. The sediments of Ping Chao are considered to have been originally deposited in a lake under semi-arid condition during Ichon epoch, probably about 55 to 50 million years ago, which the lake periodically dried up, allowing salts to crystallize. Also, the sedimentary rocks of the Ping Chao are interpreted as lacustrine in origin, and the outcrops are predominantly dark gray, thinly bedded siltstone, dolomitic siltstone encapsulated with mudstone. The formation of Pingchao is typically characterized by thinly braided strata. Individual beds are only 20 to 60 millimeter thick and can be traced laterally for up to 100 meter. The best beds are mostly composed of thin alternating planar amylase formed from digital or chemical sedimentary rock. Geological setting. A study conducted by SKSR government came to conclude that the geological setting of Tongping Tsao to be divided into three members, where the upper member is 100-meter thick and mainly comprises of fine laminated silty mudstone, shell, and dolomitic mudstone. The lower member mainly comprises of thin bedded dolomitic mudstone and silty mudstone, and which is over 150-meter thick, and the middle member of outcrop, which is approximately 200 meter. So, based on the study conducted by the HKSR government of seismic survey and the recent study done by Geopark Division of Hong Kong, concluded that the rhyolitic virtual trough of the Pengcha Formation most likely originated from deep melting in the continental crust in a back arc extensional setting induced by subduction of Paleo-Pacific plate. It is the product of large-scale lithospheric extension and thinning as well as magmatism along the southeastern coast of China in early Cretaceous period. So, as mentioned before, due to debatable nature of the formation of Tungping Chao Island, there is no and concrete theory about the formation or geological setting, which is why I am unable to provide one. Various studies have proposed their own hypotheses based on their uh, evidence, and due to conflicting results of experiment and study conducted, there is no concrete theory or history or geological history about Tongping Chao Island. As you can see in the picture, the most of the island is covered up by this type of thinly bedded dolomitic and calcareous sandstone. These shale beds are believed to date from late Cretaceous to early Tertiary. The island contains iron rock towers known as Kang Lao Sek in Chinese, which is located in the southeastern corner. Based on the research and textbook, the formation of this island was through wave erosion, which rules out other theories such as classic dikes. This rock tower represents the eroded stumps of rock left behind from a collapsed sea arc formed by wave erosion. So, during our hike and exploration of the island, we found there were patches of small pools, crabs in the wave cut platform. During the night exploration, when the sea tides were high, the waves continually hit the rock, which I concluded now that through extensive high wave tides, the continuous erosion caused the rock to be in such a shape. If we observe thoroughly, we find that the shape of the rock is similar to the waves. Also, the extensive wave courts have has been developed during high tides. The wave court platform is usually flooded by sea water. This wave court platform has been continuously eroded by wave action. Also, as you can see in the picture, that the principle of superposition, which state that the older layers are deposited in the bottom and younger layer on the top. We do find the cracks known as fault in the bottom and medium layer, but not on top layer, which is younger than the fault, providing us that the offset in the rock landscape. Like if we scrutinize this image properly, we do not find any tiltation or folding of the rock, inferring us that there had been no any kind of issues occurred in the deposition to alter these layers. As observed in the field back in 2019 during camping trip, we did find the sign of weathering in these rocks where lichens abrasion by wind and water had caused the rock to deform and weaken. Like when climbing through these rocks, the rocks started to crack and fall. Like especially if we do find a lot of erosion among the island, as the island is mostly dominated by sedimentary rock. So this was my presentation. Thank you. Also, I'm very sorry because I have recently been positive, COVID-19 positive, which is why I'm not able to present the presentation in best way. Thank you.